What's good, everybody? I'm Brian.
And I'm Ashley.
Welcome back to the Parents Uncensored YouTube channel, where we discuss life with children, relationships, and so much more. Today's video, we're talking about the kids going back to school in the fall. Maybe, possibly, I don't know.
Still trying to figure out what's going on. So I got an email a couple of days ago from our kids' school, and it was very chaotic, to say the least. What I gathered from this is that school starts August 31st. They have yet to determine I guess, what percentage of this time is going to be spent in the classroom and what percentage is going to be spent working from home like they were at the end of the school year. So basically they sent out an email telling everybody that they have no fucking clue what's going on still, but we're starting school in like a month. I don't know. I have very mixed feelings about, like letting them go back.
Why?
Just because like everything is it's just chaos. Some of their stuff, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, it talked about in the letter. So I guess, the town that we live in is in phase 4 of reopening. So there are guidelines that go along with that and stuff. So the obvious things, like all the kids on the bus have to wear a mask, the teachers, the bus drivers, all that type of stuff. But then they kind of broke it down to where, you know, the younger kids don't have to wear masks in their classrooms, but then their desks have to be separated and they can't share any of their supplies and stuff. And then it's like, well, can they even like play together? Are they even going to be allowed to have like toys and books and stuff in their classroom, or they're just going to be confined to their desk all day and not be able to even, you know, play with their friends, have recess, that type of stuff?
Telling kids that they can't share is crazy.
I mean, I get it under the circumstances, but, like, it's very confusing, especially for the smaller kids who are, like, they've been taught to share since they could, you know, walk or talk or whatever. And now it's like, no, don't talk to that kid. Don't give him any of your stuff. You know, it's just a really confusing thing to have to deal with.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea.
I honestly, as much as I don't want it, I wish that they would just have them, you know, start at home for however long. I don't know.
I seen something today, or I read something today, that 2 kids from China passed out or died in gym while wearing masks. Now, I don't know if they died from I'm not saying the kids didn't die, but I have a hard time believing anything the media says these days. Like, I mean, there could have been some other reason, and they're just trying to blame it on that. But yeah, like it said, I think it said the 6th graders through the 12th graders would have to wear their masks like all day. And then like the younger kids were going to eat lunch in their classrooms. So for the most part, they would be confined to their classroom all day. It did say that they could still have their specials like gym and art and that type of stuff, but I don't know how that's going to work because, like we were talking about before, like if one kid gets it, then all those extra teachers are exposed, and then that teacher's exposed all the other kids, and then those kids have all exposed all the other teachers, and it's just going to be a vicious cycle of having to quarantine the school again because one person got sick, and then basically everybody's been exposed to it. And even if it don't really affect the kids, it's going to affect the teachers. Those kids can take it home to parents or other relatives or whatever.
Exactly. And I mean, if the teachers get sick, they already have, like last year, I know there was a couple times where one of the teachers had like the stomach flu or something, and they literally couldn't even find a substitute teacher. I don't know where they think they're going to find substitute teachers with stuff going on like this. I don't know. I just, as much as I want them to go back to school, because I feel like I can't give them like the education that they need at home. I don't think that having them, just because I feel like
I don't have the tools to give that to them. Especially our kids in general, I feel like they thrive in that environment where they can be with other kids and they can just have that aspect of it too. I don't know.
We're not that far off from a classroom.
Oh my God. But I just feel like, especially with the older kids who, have 5 or 6 hard classes and they have to do everything on the computer, and I just think it's too much. Like it's crazy.
I mean, but we have 2 laptops.
I know, but I don't think putting them in front of a screen and like making them complete certain assignments is really teaching them all that much. Like, I don't know.
Like what though?
I just feel like the teachers do a way better job.
I mean, they went to school and got a degree for that stuff.
And plus, they don't want to listen to me. Like, it's way different when they're sitting here with their parent than with an actual teacher.
I mean,
I don't know how many moms I saw posting on Facebook every day, every day homework ends in tears, or it's just a constant battle. And it's way different when they're with other kids and they can learn with them and learn with the teacher and that type of stuff.
I just think people need to teach in a different way.
I mean, I can agree, but I still think they would have a better time at school.
Maybe. But, I mean, because they're going to shut the school down again.
I know. And it's like, I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like all the kids are falling behind. I feel like all the kids are already behind because, let's see, it was like the middle of March. So April, May, it was about probably 3 months that they weren't at school.
Yeah, but they were still getting work, though.
Right, but it was like, do this worksheet. I just felt like, I don't know. I feel like they weren't
really learning. You don't have to go to school to learn anything, though. You can learn everything at home.
But I just think it's not the greatest method, especially for some kids.
I mean, but it's not like it's only one of them. There's 4.
Yeah, but they're not all learning the same stuff.
No. They could learn different stuff. I don't think it's
fucking chaos. It's all chaos.
I think they need to be disciplined more. That's part of the reason why it seemed like it's impossible to do at home. Why are you looking like that?
Because I know you're blaming it on me.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about people in general.
Okay.
Because I've seen a bunch of posts where people say, oh, I don't know how teachers do it, whatever. I mean, yeah, you got to have patience and all that stuff, but
it's also a proven scientific fact that children are the worst around their mothers. They don't.
That's a proven fact to who?
Fucking science. Because they feel safe at home. That's where they feel the most secure, and so they feel like they can do whatever.
What's the difference between believing science and believing media?
Facts, experiments, statistics.
But how do you know, though?
Because it's by actual people who know shit. The fucking media gets on there and just says whatever they want. These scientist people, you think they went to school for all those years? I mean, obviously some of them are probably full of shit. But
you don't think there haven't been a scientist that just made some shit up?
Of course there has.
Okay, so what makes you believe that?
Why every time we bring up science do you want to argue? Like,
what are you talking? We've never talked about science.
Not on here, but we have before. Like, you're always like, how do you believe that stuff? And I'm like,
no, I'm saying, why do you believe one thing and just disregard the other thing?
Because the media is corrupt.
Everything is corrupt.
Everything
is corrupt. Like, okay. I don't. Where do you see scientists at?
I mean, I don't know fucking Bill Nye the Science Guy. Like, I don't have his phone number, but
I'm just saying though, like, because I don't think that's not a proven fact. Because not every kid is the act the same way, so you can't say it's a proven fact. There's kids that don't act that way around their parents or mom or whatever.
Well, I get that.
I just think
I'm pretty sure that was
you...
probably worked into the equation. Some kids don't have moms, whatever. It's not that deep.
I think it depends on how you raise your kids, how they act.
Well, yeah.
So I don't think that's a proven fact.
Okay.
But didn't they say that there are other options if you don't want to send your kids to school?
From what the email said, it was like, I don't even know. Like, it doesn't make any sense. They haven't made decisions on anything. They sent home a survey a couple weeks ago, or maybe even like a month or so ago, asking like, would you feel comfortable with your kid being at school? Would you rather work from home? Do you want to do a couple days a week at school and then a couple days from home? From what it sounds like, they haven't decided shit. They still don't know what's going on and haven't made a decision. I can't even find a school supply list, and that's another thing. The stores have freaking Halloween candy out, but they don't have like any school supply stuff out. Like the last couple times.
Who the hell is going trick-or-treating this year?
Well, first of all, it's July. Like
I know, but who's thinking about going trick-or-treating this year?
I don't know.
With all this shit going on.
I don't know. But Walmart didn't have like anything for school supplies, and it's like, for the kids who are going back to school, where the hell are we even supposed to find this stuff? Because if they can't share any of their stuff, they're going to end up with twice as many things on their list, and nobody's going to be able to find anything. Just like, I finally saw toilet paper the other day at the grocery store here that hasn't had it for months, but it's like, you can't find hand sanitizer and Clorox wipes and all that stuff, and that stuff's always on the list regularly, and they're going to want double what they usually ask for. So I don't know how they expect people to find all that stuff.
Didn't the schools get like a shit ton of money?
Well, that's what I saw, but I feel like they're still going to ask for that stuff. I don't know. But
like they fucking shit.
It's going to be a fucking shit show. That's all I got to say.
So do you want to send the kids to school?
I don't know. Like, I can't make a decision. Like, I think that they'll learn better that way, but it's also scary at the same time. What's funny? I was waiting for your input.
Like, what's scary?
Them getting sick and dying.
Okay, so then your decision should be easy then, right?
Well, yeah, but like, I don't know. Okay, that didn't sound right. Again, with the media, the numbers have been so inflated and so poorly like put out there. I just read something yesterday, or maybe it was earlier today, about the actual numbers in Michigan. Like, something with how the hospitals have to report something. They were like, oops, we fucked up by like a couple thousand or a couple 100,000, something. I can't remember what I said now, but the numbers were like way off from what they said earlier. And like, I don't want to downplay it. I don't want to make it seem like, people aren't dying, it's not real. I'm not one of those fucking people who like thinks because it isn't affecting me that it's not real. But I think that some stuff has been blown out of proportion.
Even then, though, just you have to adjust to how the world is, though. Even whether you believe it or not, you just have to adjust to how the world is. So would you want the kids to go to school and have to deal with all of that stuff?
I mean, no, not really. Like, especially, I don't see the little kids being able to handle the masks and not playing with their friends and all that type of stuff. But at the same time, then they don't get any of that at home whatsoever. At least when they're at school, they can, talk to their friends and stuff. But we've literally been in the house, haven't done a single thing since March.
Yeah, but it's not just one kid, though. Like, they're playing with other kids.
Their siblings who they beat the shit out of each other all day.
It's other kids. It's not just one kid by itself. It's other interaction with kids. Sure, they're different ages, but they're not that far off. What?
Nothing. You're right. I mean, it's not just one kid.
You don't think it's the same?
No.
Why?
Because I don't know how many times Olivia's told me that she misses her friends or she wishes they could come over or that she could go to their house or even just see them. She didn't even, I mean, she's the most emotional one. She didn't even get to say goodbye to her teacher.
You talking about friends and stuff. I'm saying they have interaction with other kids. You talking about specific people.
They're siblings. I think it's different when it's somebody outside of the people you see every single day.
They play with them regardless. I think it's the same thing. Maybe different stuff they play with or whatever, but they're still having interaction with other kids. And it's not just all boys or all girls. You know, it's a mixture. What? Nothing. Why you keep giving me that look?
I'm not giving you any look.
Okay. That's been another episode of Parents Uncensored. If you like this video, you can like this video.
You can comment on this video.
I'm tired, man. Fuck.
And let us know if you're going to send your kids back to school or if things are way different where you live. And you can subscribe so that you're updated every time we post a video. And you can also follow us on Instagram, and the link for that will be down below.
Till next time, deuces.